Hey everyone, here with another rules snippet today. So today we're going to talk about combining spells in Mage the Awakening. This has come up a couple times, so I thought I would go through the process. So when you combine spells in Mage the Awakening, there's a couple requirements. First of all, this starts at Gnosis 3, and as Gnosis goes up, you can tie more and more spells together. We're going to start with someone with Gnosis 3 tying 2 spells together. So what you do is first you decide the 2 spells. For example, today we're going to tie Ghost Summons and Ghost Gate together. So there's a couple rules we need to follow. So I clicked on Ghost Summons since they're both the same rank as spell, but we'll get into that. First thing we're going to notice is you cannot tie together rotes. So if it's a rote, you uncheck that. Second, for dice mod, for every spell after the first one you're tying together, you take a -2. So for 2 spells, it's -2, 3 spells, -4, and so on. Anyways, next step. Between the 2 spells, you figure out what the dice pool is, and then you take the lower of the 2. Since Ghost Gate and Ghost Summons are both Death 3, Gnosis, and Gnosis 3 from Maxwell, they'd be using the same amount. So any Yantras still stack casting this spell. If we were to say they had Forces 1, we were tying a Night Vision Forces 1 with Ghost Summons, we'd start with 4 dice, -2 from our dice mod. So we'd be starting with a very small dice pool. So we start with the smaller dice pool. Second part is Reach, and we start with the smaller part of Reach as well. But Reach gets a little more complicated for overreaching and such. Anything you spend in the normal spell factors, so like potency or duration or so on, is shared. Any special, so those who have played Mage know some spells has special reaches. You spend it on one, you still have the extra reach for the other one should it have special properties. Very important. So with that, we're going to cast this Ghost Gate, and we're going to get into the second part. So once we cast it, we hit Add to Active Spells. It'll show up on our character sheet here, but it'll only show one spell being cast on Foundry. What we have to do is go into the Edit button, bring it up here, and we're going to have to still pick the highest level and most powerful Arcanum in it, but then we're going to also have to add in the description Ghost Gate. And in the description, we'll be able to change anything. Like if we had used special reach for something, we can add it here. That way we can remind ourselves. And since they both share duration, they'll be expiring at the same time. Should one spell expire for one reason or another, if they both expire, they're a combined spell. This also makes them more complicated to scrutinize, adding additional doors and layers due to the complexity of the spell, making it harder for others to track down what you've done. Alright. So with that, I think I've covered everything in this little rules snippet. I hope this is informative to people and helps them figure out how to do their kind of fast casting and such. And with that, I will leave everyone to their weekend. Have a good time, and be sure to check out our Yantra and spellcasting video for Foundry if you have time. Bye for now.